The Ghost. That's based on a true story. I'm not going to mention any names.
Edgar Allan Poe. Hello and welcome to WNC Original Music, episode 113, the Blind Pew episode. This week we have returning Scot Evans, a very talented singer-songwriter from Nashville, North Carolina. Steven plays both solo and with his band, The True Grits. You can find Scot Evans' music at stevenevansmusic.com, and don't forget to go back and listen to part 1 of his podcast episodes. There are 3 parts. This is number 2, so there's one more to come. Here is Scot Evans.
Drowning in the mighty sea, you can play the lady, looking sadly down at me. He can be your hero, holding you in his arms, telling you that dazzling you with his charm. I will be that ghost who haunts you too. I will be that ghost who changes your mood. I will be that ghost who scares the hell out of you. Changes your mood. I will be that ghost
The Ghost. That's based on a true story. I'm not going to mention any names, but it's
Edgar Allan Poe.
Basically, it's a personal story too. I am not the ghost. I am the guy that is being haunted by the ghost, and it's based on a event that happened where a friend of mine was dating this woman, and they went on a trip, and the guy ended up dying. A drunk driver hit them and killed the guy, and the lady was survived, and we became friends. And over a certain amount of time, we became more than friends and started trying to be together. But what happened with that is that the woman had trouble getting over him, that guy, and him dying, and all that, and that was kind of the haunting aspect of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's why I wrote that song.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry for your friend. That's
It's a long time ago, but yeah.
One of the questions I ask people is, "Do you believe in ghosts?" That's like I've been asking people that for like a year now.
I do. I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
But I think they exist. I don't know if they're just like
I just want to prove.
I just think they're like maybe energy, leftover energy. I don't know. Yeah. Or, something in our mind that makes
Or
us think they're
in the
there.
case of this song, like a very strong memory that haunts someone and by proxy haunts you, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that, you said you when you're like, you don't talk a lot before your songs. Are there stories you tell about, you ever talk about your songs before you play them on stage?
I do a little bit, depending on the song. Like, if I'm feeling like telling people about it, I kind of feel the room.
Yeah.
Just how everybody's feeling. There's certain songs I'll probably talk about more than others.
Yeah. And like if you're in a brewery and everybody's talking and noisy. Yeah. Is there any particular, like if you are talking, is there like not about the song necessarily, but any like stories you tell between songs that are particularly good?
I'm not a really good storyteller.
Yeah.
So I know I try not to do things that I'm not good at.
Uh-huh.
I'll try to make jokes, and even those fall flat sometimes. But but mostly, I'll tell a little about what the song's about, but I'm not like Bruce Springsteen. Like he's a great storyteller, and other folks are too. But I'm just not.
Have you ever heard of Todd Snyder?
Yes.
Yeah, he tells a lot. Like he's probably known as much for storytelling as his music, maybe.
Yeah.
And he'll tell like 20-minute stories, and
and
they're on his albums. And
I'm just not good at that.
Last time you hoped, you let it burn in a fire. Last time you dreamed, you lost your heart's desire. Now you found your way back to the path you strayed. Daydream it all again. Give it your heart, my friend. One more time, my friend. plastic tail, plastic knife. Cuts like rubber to your steel. Rusted pail holding life. Carries water to your field. Now you found your way back to the path you strayed. Daydream it all again. Give it your heart, my friend. One more time, my friend. Don't let fear lead the way. Raise your head through the rain. Pump thunder through your veins. Rear mind, feed your brain. Tell me what you got. Don't you linger in your past. This is your last big shot. So make it good, make it last. Now you found your way back to the path you strayed. Daydream it all again. Give it your heart, my friend. One more time, my friend. Give it your heart, my friend.
Give it your heart. I wrote that right when I started getting back into music again. I took a long break, and then started playing again in 2014. And because I decided I'm getting old and I want to put this music on a record, so I've been writing for 30 years, but I hadn't made any records. So I wanted to, and I wrote this song that year, 2014. And it was basically a pep talk. Like, if you're going to do this again, give it all you got. Mm-hmm. And it was a pep talk to myself.
Does it work?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still doing it. So
yeah. So you told me a while ago you play 2 or 3 shows a week sometimes. Mm-hmm. And where what's your general area that you play? I know you play Western North Carolina, like a lot of places outside of Asheville. Play out of state once in a while, that sort of thing.
I haven't played out of state a lot. I've gone into Knoxville, and I'm playing in South Carolina, in Greenville, coming up, but in Charleston in April. But I generally, my beaten path is Raleigh, Charlotte. I played in Greenville, North Carolina.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Played it.
They needed somebody from outside.
Evidently.
Yeah.
I played Europub, Christie's Europub. You know that spot?
I don't think
I don't know
so.
if it was open when you were there. Maybe
I haven't lived there in 15 years.
Oh,
I guess.
okay.
Yeah.
It's probably after you were there.
It does sound a little familiar though. Is there a Europub? There's not one in Nashville, is there?
Not that I. Maybe
I do sort of remember it. Downtown, was it downtown Greenville?
it's right near the school.
Yeah, it's probably downtown. Anyway.
Yeah, and
we're not going to solve this tonight.
But I'm trying to break. I'm trying to do the get my circle wider and wider.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's hard. It's hard when people don't know who you are.
You got to spend a lot of time, like getting rejected. Not getting rejected, but not even getting rejected, but like not
just getting an answer.
Not getting
all.
answered back. Yeah. That's hard.
It's easier to ignore emails.
Yeah, yeah. And it's I was talking to a guy who did booking one time, and he was talking about how he was like, I'm pretty. I come from the business world, and I'm pretty professional. I'm used to answering emails, and even I don't answer half my emails. And it's just because you get a bunch,
just so many,
and you don't have to. He's like, there's no accountability. Like if you're in the business world, you don't answer an email, you get in trouble.
Right.
But if there's an email where you're like, I'm not gonna, there's no accountability, you don't think about it. And he's like, and sometimes I think about like opportunities I miss, like. And he said, who did he say? There was it wasn't like Hootie and the Blowfish, but it was somebody very well known that he could have had and said like they were the first. That was like first place, one of the first places they played. Shoot, who was it? Anyway, and he's like, I think about it all the time, and he's like, I know I'm like leaving out people, but when you do this job as a booker for a brewery. It's not a, high accountability job,
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people doing those jobs, and it's sometimes like not even their job. It's like
right. By the time I email them, they've already changed who does the booking.
Yeah, exactly. And then it goes to like
weird
they ask the
stuff
head bartender if he can take care of it for a while.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's I understand. I never when I send an email off, I'll half expect not to hear from them. So it's I don't take offense to it because I know they get a lot.
Yeah. So the songs you play solo, you play with the True Grits too. You don't have like separate songs with them.
I don't think there's anything. I mean, there might be a couple of cover tunes I don't play with them because I do play out more and I try to change it up. I play out more solo, so I try to change it up and add different covers.
Oh yeah.
But that they don't play. But I think they play every original that I've ever written.
Oh, okay.
So.
And do they ever travel with you out of the area?
As far as we've gotten is Brevard.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they have other responsibilities.
No overnights.
Right.
More from Stephen in just a few moments. I forgot to mention a very important thing. You might know this if you heard Stephen's first episode, but during this recording there was an adorable pug in the room with us, and he had quite a loud snore. So anything you hear that sounds gastrointestinal is probably that pug snoring. Once again, make sure to go to Stephen's website, StephenEvansMusic.com, and also follow him on Instagram and Facebook, Stephen Evans, and also look for his band's Facebook page, Stephen Evans and the True Grits. And, of course, we'll have links to all that in the show notes. Also, go to Western North Carolina Writers on Facebook and see them in person. Western North Carolina Writers is Stephen's project with a couple of other songwriters in the Asheville area, including Nick Mack and Jesse Frizzell, among a lot of other talented people. But they have usually three songwriters of various genres that play together, tell stories, kind of complement each other. It's really, really good show when you see that. So check out the link to that and go see them in person if you can. And, of course, don't forget to follow the podcast, subscribe wherever you get your podcast, WNC Original Music, or you can go to WNCOriginalMusic.com, and there are convenient links there. Also, follow the podcast on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Do not follow the podcast on Twitter. That's just a waste of time for now. I'll let you know if it changes.
This is Allison Price Lang, and you're listening to Western North Carolina Original Music.
Every time she sees me, drops it all to greet me, asks me how I'm feeling, I look weighted down. She Yes, you've got to believe everything is an energy. Blows through us like a gentle breeze, put your ears to the ground. Can you hear that sound? It's what I found. So I turn up loud. Wow, wow, wow. Dreams will always guide you, she said. Never mind finding a clue. Look inside for what is true. Just be that sound. Worry not, don't feel blue. It's there in the middle of you. And don't think you're one of the few who don't know what to do. Can you hear that sound? It's what I found. So I turn it up loud. Wow, wow, wow. She lives up the road from me. Maybe gray, but shines in her honesty. Like an angel, she comes down to me. Shares the world and all that she believes. Oh, she lives with sound and turns it up loud. Wow, wow, wow. Ooh, and every time I see her, with a smile I greet her and tell her of my fever, that pitch of sound. She says you're lucky in love, that sound from the heavens above, and it fits you like a latex glove. You got that sound, so don't mess around. It's what I found, so I turn it up loud. Wow, wow, wow. She lives up the road from me. Maybe gray, but shines in her honesty. Like an angel, she comes down to me. Yeah. Shares the world and all that she believes. Oh, she lives with sound.
Sound I wrote about just the love of music and realizing that's what you want to do. It's just and just really knowing that and not being afraid to do it, pretty much. And I wrote it with there's a lady in the song that's like an older woman that kind of gives me that advice, just to like, you don't know what you want to do, just look inward and really think about it, and don't try to search for things. Just, what makes you happy?
Yeah.
And that was music. That's why I called it sound, just because music is, like I said, and it was a one syllable word, so it was easier to put in the song.
Walk to the garden, breathe into my soul, and leave and I harden. Swallowed dreams become old. We laugh with love and laughter, embrace our pots of gold, and fear the ever after. Swim in a shallow goal. But what does it mean to live in between love and a lie? could drown in a bottle. I could smoke away my brain. Not that lost, not so awful. I could drive myself insane. Inside I'll find the answer, deep through space and time, and live it like a dancer, twirling through the sublime. But what does it mean to live in between love and a lie? The dream never dies. What does it mean to live in between love and a lie? The dream never dies. It never dies. Yeah, it never dies. No, it never dies. I'm lying in the garden, you're flowing through my heart. I rise to climb the mountain, view my freedom as an art. I look at love and laughter, bite into the sweetened core. I've opened the book and read the chapter. I have learned I want more. 'Cause what does it mean to love everything with eyes to the sky? The dream never dies. What does it mean to love everything with eyes to the sky? The dream never dies. What does it mean to love everything with eyes to the sky? The dream never dies. What does it mean?
Are there times when people have like come up to you, or you've played songs, people have heard your songs, and they've talked to you? Like, is there anything memorable that someone said, "Hey, I really like this song, and it, meant a lot to me," or anything like that?
Yes. The one I have gotten more recently is The Garden. The Garden, for some reason, especially like people understand that nature, just especially around here in Nashville, a lot of people move here because they appreciate nature.
Mm.
And that's the pug, by the way.
Yeah.
If you can hear that. Nature just really affects people in a great way. Like if you go on a hike, just, it doesn't have to be anything hard, just something outdoor with all the smells and everything. And that's what that song is about. If you tend to, if you don't get out in nature once in a while, you tend to close up, and nature opens you up more, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what that song's about. And that, I think that resonates with a lot of people when I sing it, because they feel the freeing, they recognize the freeing aspect of nature and how it can help you.
Yeah. That is an interesting approach or comment you made about how this is in this area, people come here for nature. So you're getting people who are into nature and they are in nature, in an area where they can experience that.
Yeah.
So there's probably people who like come here for other reasons but they still experience that. I think most people that move here kind of, that's part of it, but once in a while not. Once in a while,
Yeah.
people have to move here because of their job or something like that. They're like, I hate nature. Well, I got to move there.
Smaller percentage, I'm sure.
It's like a Lifetime movie. I want to stay in the city, but they're making me move to Asheville. And then I don't get along.
You don't hear that too often around here.
I don't get along with this
Sure, it happens.
female small town girl that I'm going to eventually fall in love with. That's a Lifetime movie channel.
I kind of like put a little hint of the Garden of Eden in there with the book and bite into the apple kind of thing. I threw a little reference to that in there. I snuck it in. I'm not a religious person by any means, but and no offense to anybody who is, because everybody's different. But I like the visual of it, the imagery of those kind of stories.
Okay, once again, I want to thank Stephen for being on the show. Just a really great guy. Stephen also does on our Facebook group, which is Western NC Original Music. Every Tuesday night, he does kind of a live stream where he talks about upcoming shows. So if you are a musician in Western North Carolina, or if you're coming through Western North Carolina, send Stephen a note to his Facebook page, Stephen Evans Music on Facebook, and send him an instant message and let him know when your show is, and he will be happy to talk about it and list it up there. Also, again, go to StephenEvansMusic.com to listen to a lot of Stephen Evans' music. For our closing song tonight, we have a track from Denver-based indie folk band Distance Walk. You can find them at distancewalk.com, and you can find their album at distancewalk.bandcamp.com. I forgot to say that Denver is my hometown, but I think people are starting to catch on to that, so I might need to mix it up a little bit. Here is Distance Walk. Have a good week.
1, 2, 3, 4.
On the day we meet again, will we think of today and remember when we had to part ways but parted as friends? On the day we meet again, on the day we meet again, and we wear different clothes to suit different ends. Will we lament what might have been? On the day we meet again, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. On the day we meet again, we'll be different people from when we last shared laughter. I hope we'll laugh again. On the day we meet again, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
In the good key G, you got 3 places to get it. Here, here, and here. Take a pick.